So Ching just got themselves involved into a very rough war with a lot of medium-sized powers all around them, as well as I think our Prussian predictions are about to come true. Because Prussia just got themselves involved in a war with revolutionary France, and the former Tuscany, now Italy, decided to definitely back them up because I think Italy hates France. Yes. Oh, they hate each other. Oh, most nations actually hate revolutionary France. I guess that makes a lot of sense. This could be really, really big. Now, France just got themselves some territory, which is very odd. Oh, also, communists have risen up in Spain. So we'll see what happens there. There's 3 Spanish communist armies, I should say, and 1 also noble rebel. This is not looking good at all for Spain. Portugal was helping them out a little bit, but now they're involved in the war and they're trying to support their friend. Actually, no, they're trying to go after revolutionary France. I apologize. So things are not looking so good for France. But like I said, France did get new territory over the break because, bam, this is so weird because they also got this territory in the present day mod that I did previously. So for some reason, this is, I guess, a common thing for the AI to release. So the USA forced Canada to release these 2 provinces back to revolutionary France. So that's kind of interesting, as well as they acquired their core back here in the kind of the former state of Texas, or I guess the state of Texas. But that's it. Nothing else really happened to Canada. Obviously, Canada and Peru did not win, which is shocking because the USA didn't even have their alliance involved. They didn't have their colonies. They didn't have Brazil involved. It was and they still handled it. I mean, it wasn't like a landslide, but it was still a very big deal that they were able to handle it that well. Cuba has yet to get up any alliances. We'll have to keep that in mind because that's probably going to happen eventually. Canada really needs to look at some sort of other alliance. They need to focus. I mean, what would help a lot is if Peru attacked Mexico and started to really acquire a lot of power here in Central America. That would help out a ton. But they clearly still need a lot of help. Or if Peru just continues to take things over from Brazil, but I guess either one would work. Let's see, is America involved in a war? No. Okay, I don't know why I thought they were. Okay, and then what I mentioned in the intro with Ching is that Ching just got themselves involved in a war with Nepal, Punjab, I'm not sure how you pronounce this one, and Japan. So obviously some very pretty well-powered nations surrounding them. Obviously not as powerful as Ching, but because they're all working together, this could result in something really, really bad. Right now, Ching is at 0 war score. Netherlands still going after the Venezuelans, but nothing is happening there. Also the Portuguese colony they all gained all their independences. All of them, they're all allied to each other and stuff like that. So it's a big happy family, I guess. As well as this was I forgot about this territory too. Forgot about this was a colony. Now it's not. They're actually at war with the tribe to the south. So we'll have to see how that works. Anyways, yeah, so, I mean, the world's getting crazier and crazier. I mean, I think that this campaign, the last, 50 years, from, I mean, it's getting crazy now, but I'm just saying, the last, 1975 to 2015, that wouldn't be 50 years, 1965 to 2015, I think it's just going to be absolutely insane. There's really no more colonies left, which means there's no more independence wars, which means that there's only going to be these big, massive powers going at it. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with Prussia and Italy and Portugal all going after revolutionary France. This could be really bad for revolutionary France. This could be the final blow. I think it could really mess them up quite a bit here. Portugal looks like where are they going? You going back? Are you going to help out the Spanish or what? Spain just does not have the forces at all right now to deal with these rebels. I don't even know what would happen. Would this become Spanish, communist Spanish? Oh, and France, did you already peace out? You did. And it looked like, did Spain get land there or something? Yeah, you did. Or did revolutionary France? I'm so confused. So Prussia, what happened? Did you take anything? You did. You took one province away from France, and that's it. Italy got one province as well. All right, well, that's not as bad. That could have been way worse. Oh, I think Belgium also got their provinces back. That could have been way worse. You really got let off the hook quite easily there, Napoleon, if you are still around in 1954, which I doubt, but I'm just saying. Also, Turkey's, I don't know if I talked about this in the last video, but Turkey's barely alive. Oh, Russia went after Ukraine, too. Russia went after Ukraine, and now Ukraine is gone. Austria is looking extremely weak because they'll never get that territory back. Looks like Bavaria even maybe dipped further into Austrian territory, or maybe, I don't know how they look a little bit bigger. Okay, so are there any wars going on? Right now there's Serbia versus Turkey. I don't think anything is going to result there. I'm excited to see what's going to happen with Ching, because if all 4 of these nations get power, then that's going to be a really, really big deal. Surprised that also Punjab and Prussia haven't decided to go at it just yet. Oh, they both hate each other's guts. They haven't been going at it. Who are you allied to? Nobody? Oh, you supported? Oh, you're supported by Persia. Okay, that would make a lot of sense. I was going to say, how are you still around? But no, they're still good. I don't think Punjab is really... Oh, they are. Okay, they are at least trying to siege things out here. Punjab is... So Ching doesn't have a very good military, do they? I mean, we knew that, but I guess it's just they don't have a very good military when they're facing like all these different fronts and stuff like that. Japan doesn't seem to be contributing much to the war. Wu was destroyed by Russia, by the way. I didn't make a statement on that. Russian conquest of Japan. Ooh. Oh, that's an interesting one to just break out right now. Right now, the Russians are at 6 war score. Russia does have... I'm sorry, remember Japan, they do have provinces located on the Italian peninsula. This could be really, really bad, as well as I don't think the Japanese fleet can match the Russian fleet at the moment. So that's not looking too good. How are the Australians doing? I'm thinking the Australians are probably going to declare war on Portugal at some point, just to get full access to their continent. Is there anything else that's going on here? What's interesting is, remember, South Africa and Gabon both supported the independences of all these Portuguese colonies, but they didn't end up staying allied to them after they got their independence. So that really says a lot. I mean, these two nations are working together practically to just pretty much, I think, destroy most of these Portuguese former colonies. Gabon's also probably going to take out this final tribe. I'm surprised the USA just doesn't care anymore about Africa. They've pretty much just abandoned their territory within this continent, and now they're all just entirely focused. I'm thinking they're more focused on North American politics now. I think they realize, like, they can do a lot more. They can go after these guys. They can go to war, stuff like that. Yes, okay, and we have to keep an eye on... So Ching... No, that war's still going on, never mind. 26 war score against Ching's favor. And then Japan has lost... They're at 29, negative 29 for Japan's sake. I don't know how. How are they already at negative 29? There's no Russian occupations. Are there blockades? There's a blockade, but that's by Ching. They're going to be forced to sever peace here, I think. Now, most of this land is not being occupied by Nepal or Punjab, who are both involved as well. It's being given away to the northern nation. Ooh, Persia's dealing with some rebels. What kind of rebels are these? Oh, they're dead. They're peasants. Persian revolutionaries. Was that revolutionaries? Yes. And does Turkey have any more friends? No. So it's only a matter of time. I'm thinking before either Persia or Egypt take them out completely. Persia's still allied to Greece and Naples. Pretty big deal there. It looks like Spain is finally starting to get a hold on this. Maybe. Maybe not. France might have lost a lot of their friends. They're only allied to Poland and Serbia. No, they still have quite a bit, but there's no real friends for them in the continent of Europe anymore. Great Britain has no friends, and they've lost like all their territory. Prussia's starting to get strong. I'm wondering exactly where Prussia is going to attack next. Does Prussia have a good relationship with Belgium? No, so I imagine they might go after that territory soon. I don't exactly know what they still need. I think they still need to attack the south to grab more provinces to eventually become Germany, I'm thinking. If they stay allied to Italy and Prussia could really do a lot of interesting things here in the middle of Europe. While a lot of the Western European powers like Spain, Revolutionary France, and Great Britain are completely falling apart, there could be a lot of interesting developments going on. A lot of the nation. I mean, really, the only two countries that are anything is Italy, Prussia, maybe Norway. Nobody else has decided to really do anything. I'm surprised that Russia hasn't intervened and just completely taken out the entire continent. Russia's at 17 war score. Ching only at negative 13. That's not too bad. Venezuela still hasn't pieced out the Netherlands just yet. We've got a new war, South Africa versus who? So a lot of people want the Sri Lankan island. Shu also at war with Ching. And Serbia is not going to get anything from Turkey, I don't believe. So Ching seems to be kind of falling apart here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more nations continue to declare war. Russia right now is obviously preoccupied. Oh, so they did make a landing in the Japanese mainland. That would be why. So is Japan really that weak? I thought they'd be a lot stronger. I know they were pretty strong in the present day mod, but obviously I knew that they weren't as strong in the Vicky start, but I didn't think that they were this weak either. They are pretty weak. I mean, the fact that they controlled this entire island and they still only have like a regiment of 35,000 men, I mean, that's nothing. I think Korea might get involved in a Ching war soon. Again, Eastern Asia is just going to be a bigger and bigger mess. And actually, I'm very curious to see exactly who's winning the Asian game right now. Like I said, I mean, we have to count Russia for Europe. And that was kind of a given. That was an easy one to pick. Who has the most development out of all the Asian nations? Egypt would be Africa, correct? Yeah, it would be, even though they have territory in like the Arabian Peninsula and stuff like that. Persia. It'd be Persia with 586 development, Punjab with 572. It is extremely close. Wow. Nepal was 470. I had no idea they had that much power. Is there anything going on in kind of the Indonesian islands? Not really. Nothing ever came from Southeast Asia. I mean, this is still... Remember, Thailand controlled a lot of the territory, and now it's pretty much gone. Oh, Nepal's been getting themselves involved in wars slowly. I can see that they've gotten bigger and bigger. Depending on how much Ching loses here, I mean, they could continue to get stronger, technically. Let's go ahead and go back to war so I keep in mind exactly the different wars that are going on. Gabon at 18 war score, so they're probably going to eat up that nation. South Africa, not going to go very well against Vendal, which I believe the AI really wants these provinces. Oh, wow, they've got a lot of troops here. South Africa, oh, I had no idea they'd made a landing in the subcontinent of India. Wow, that's commitment. That's dedication. I'm shocked. That's cool. I think I realize why so many want this territory. I believe it's extremely developed. Maybe not. Usually it's developed, but maybe I'm thinking of more traditional EU4 games. This doesn't seem to be super developed. I thought it was still rich lands. It still might have base to... it doesn't really. Huh. I don't know. Maybe it's just like a naturally programmed AI thing, because normally it is a very good region to acquire. Persia with who? Oman. Oh, that's a big one. So I just clicked on Oman just to kind of see what they were doing. Bam, did Gambit just peace out? Yeah, they only took like 1 or 2 provinces. I don't understand that. So I clicked on Oman. I think you guys saw that just to see what they were doing. I didn't know if they're a vassal or what. I was like, why are they still around? But they won't be for much longer. There's a 36 stack. The Persians have done a really good job. You know, for a while there, Persia had lost a lot of strength, but they really acquired the right alliances with. Well, I think a lot of credit has to be due to acquiring the alliance with Greece. That really helped out quite a bit because Greece has now become a central power inside of Europe. Also, did Greece convert all these provinces? No, they're secular, so they don't care. This will stay Sunni, more than likely. They won't try to convert anything over. Still waiting for that Italian-Naples war. I think that we can safely say that Italy will probably dominate Naples at this point. I think they have a little bit more regiments. Maybe not that much more. It also depends on the alliances. Does Naples have an alliance member that could really help them out? Because Prussia's all the way in the north. They're not going to help out through any sort of navy means. Ooh, just allied to Austria. That is not good enough. You need to get allied to Greece, but oh, you don't like each other. Aha. Yeah, and Italy also hates Naples. Revolutionary France and Greece all hate Naples. Poor Naples. Austria, Revolutionary France hates Italy. And we've got Norway and Revolutionary France hating, and Belgium hating Prussia. Okay, we'll have to keep that in mind. Also, did Spain become communist? No. Yes, they are. They're a socialist state. So they did convert to communism. Republic, cultural sufferance, for non-accepted cultures. So they get more national manpower, yearly army tradition, 0.02, really not that much at all, but still something. Tolerance of heretics, tolerance of heathens. Regiment cost, negative 25%. So we've got revolutionary Russia in the north, and then Spanish communism to the south. Is there a government, I can't believe I'm saying this because I just can't remember. Is there a government map mode to show us all the governments in the world? I could have swore there was, but I think I might be smoking crack. I think there is, but I'll do some research on that a little bit later, or maybe it's not under. It might not be under one of those, like it might not be under like government map mode or whatever. But I think there's a way to check different types of governments and stuff like that, because I want to see if anyone else had converted to communism. I don't think so. I think Spain is the first nation to do it, but I have no idea. I've been keeping in mind, I'll always try to like check on, like if I see rebels popping up, I'll try to check like what kind of rebels are these, are they separatists? Because the separatists have had a pretty big impact on this campaign. So I would have taken note. I think, although I could have been focused on another war. Manchuria now going to war. Ching. Whoa. Okay, so a massive. Everyone just went to war with Ching. There's like 6 different nations going to war with these guys, and they're all about to grab a whole bunch of power. Punjab just grabbed a whole bunch. So did the nation of the north. Nepal didn't get anything. Japan's just lost this territory in the northern. Kind of there's a strait crossing, so Russia was able to just kind of pass through there. Ching, China. That is very interesting. So they must have, like, their capital must be separately located. That's why this is called Ching, China. Dang. Okay, so Shu just got a whole bunch. Who else is at war with him? A lot of more minor nations, so I don't think we're going to see as big of an impact. Korea also grabbed territory. When did they get involved? So Ching is pretty much done. Looks like maybe a nation or two was also released in the process. Wow. And there's still several more wars going on. Russia going after Turkmenistan. So we might finally see the Russian monster kind of awoken here for the first time. South Africa is not going to do so well trying to go after subcontinent of India. So again, I mean, this is only going to leave for more. Oh, also Oman is still around, but Persia took over most of it. This is only going to result in more chaos in terms of choosing the winner of Asia. Asia is going to be chaotic, and I don't know. I think ultimately we will see a Punjab-Persian war at some point before the end of this campaign. I think that might be the big telling. Oh, I mean, if Punjab calls in Russia, then it's going to be very easy to tell. Persia, Greece, Naples, I don't think you're going to be able to help out that much. Now, what Persia can do is go after Egypt. Egypt's also involved in a war. Who are you fighting? Why are you fighting a war? Did you just declare a war? The former Portuguese colonies are going after Spain. It's the Spanish Nationalist War. Okay. And obviously we have a bunch of the Ching stuff going on. America's declared war on the Portuguese colonies too, who've all allied to each other, so they're all trying to work together and stuff like that. So America is going to continue to try to push forward and grab more land in Africa. This could be really interesting. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna have to stop right there, though. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see what happens to Ching, as well as the rest of the world, next time.